Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff that, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what the fuck this is, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work, I found some shit to review for you. And that's definitely the case today. Went over there, got off of work, and what would be in the end of the week and such, paychecks in, all that good stuff. So I decided to go over there, head out to Walmart, grab some supplies. And whenever I'm out shopping, I like to keep my eyes open, potential review items and stuff like that. That way I can keep the content coming, as it were, as it is. But, I'm always looking for, new items and limited edition stuff and things like that. Things that are going to be enticing, to review. I mean, I can review anything. I could just pick off what the hell ever. Just a cucumber, and then I could review a cucumber. Realistically, I should probably review cucumbers and things that are healthier than the stuff that I review. But usually they're not that interesting. Not like potentially whatever the hell this is. But what is it, folks? I did find it at Walmart. It's boom! It is from Gatorade. This is their Aqua Blast thirst quencher. It's a limited edition thing. So it's Aqua Blast. It's very green. Is it... I mean, it's not going to be water, right? But, you call it Aqua Blast. I genuinely just thought this was Gatorade water for a second. But Gatorade water is already a thing. In fact, I reviewed it. So, if you want, you can see my take on Gatorade water. But no, it's definitely green, so I guess that's where the aqua comes from. I don't know. I don't know why it's limited edition, but let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this, and we'll kind of ha. Let's give it a go. Ba-doop-ba-doo. Almost reminds me a little bit of a kind of a fruit punch waft. A little bit. I've definitely had fruit punches that this kind of reminds me of. Yeah, it has sort of a general kind of blended fruit vibe to it. Let's go back in for another. I will say it drinks really easily. I mean, Gatorade isn't particularly, it's not a heavy drink, typically, I mean, it's a sports drink. In theory, you're supposed to drink it, when you're doing athletic crap. Of course, the reality is that there's about a billion things that are better for you than sports drinks when it comes to that stuff. Sorry, Gatorade, but it's true. But yeah, this one, though, even more so, I want to see... Ha! God in heaven. I was like, maybe it's lower in sugar, maybe that's the whole thing. Total fucking sugars, including added sugars, 41%. Bah! I love how every now and again Gatorade will try and pretend like they're an actual quasi-healthy thing. But they'll put out a new product or something that'll be kind of... Fucking 41%, man. That is atrocious. But it's really weird how easy that is to drink. There's no resistance despite having a shit ton of sugar. It's also got 160 milligrams of sodium, so it's not like it's fucking... Man, oh man. This is ridiculous, folks. Yeah, man. I mean, this is not. Yeah. Water. Yeah. Well, water is the very first ingredient, so at least that's got it's got that going for it. I'm guessing maybe that's why. Like, I've never really checked on Gatorade, like in terms of, like the sequence of ingredients, but it definitely doesn't drink like any other Gatorade I've ever had. And I mean, I know I should be talking more about the taste, but like the reality is the taste isn't as interesting. Like it's a fairly light sort of fruit flavor. I wouldn't say that there's a particular fruit that it's distinct in its flavor. Part of me detects maybe a little bit of cucumber. Of course, they do have the cucumber lime flavor. Part of me wonders if there's a little bit of that in this. Because, like, kind of at the tail end, you do get something that's, like, almost mildly vegetable-y. Um, it's got chemical colorings and shit. Yeah, it really doesn't give you anything to go off of, just as natural flavor. I don't know. It's a very interesting Gatorade. Like, when I saw, like, oh, the limited edition thing, what the fuck ever, my brain was kind of like, okay, I guess. But, like, sure, they do limited edition stuff. But, like, what makes it limited edition? Why is it, worth trying out? But then the taste sensation is definitely unique. And then the flavoring itself is not what I would normally associate as, like, Gatorade. It's less punchy. Um, it's still sweet. Got a shit ton of sugar. But it's not as sweet. There's a little bit of a tanginess, but not substantial. And then, like I said, there's sort of like a general kind of fruit vibe. And then maybe just like a little hint of like something cucumbery or something at the end. It's really, really bizarre. Like, not in a bad way, but again, it's just very unlike any other Gatorade I've ever had. It doesn't linger too long. Like, I get the Aqua Blast end of things, like, because I feel like they're going for more of like a water vibe with this, but like, almost like less of a Gatorade and more of a flavored water. But definitely still a Gatorade. Like, again, shit ton of sugar and sodium. Definitely still a Gatorade, but like, I do feel like they're trying something. It's not just limited edition for the sake of limited edition. I feel like they tried something different with this. I could be completely off my ass, but I don't think I am. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Hmm. Yes and yes. I think for myself, I don't drink a lot of Gatorade these days. I did for a while because, like, again, a lot of people, I think, I kind of at one point thought that, oh, sports drinks and stuff, they're probably healthier and things like soda and stuff like that. When again, in reality, not so much. They're loaded with sugar and crap. They're not all that great for you to drink, if we're being honest. But I will occasionally pick up a Gatorade. I reviewed I did like the Midnight Thunder Gatorade or whatever the hell it was, Midnight Lightning or some shit. I'll pick one of those up every now and again because there's like a nostalgia aspect to it for me. Um, every now and again I want a Gatorade, and there is something to this. It's it's enticing in a way, like part of it is just the unfamiliarity of it. Like, again, just the whole experience is just similar but different enough. And the flavor itself is, I kind of like the fact that it's not as punchy as, some of the other Gatorade flavors, any of the other Gatorade flavors. I like that it's a little bit more subdued. So, for sheer curiosity's sake, I would definitely get this again, at least every once in a while. And if I'm recommending it, I definitely am, because this is, again, it's one of those things where, like, part of me is recommending it because I want to know what other people have to say about this, because there's something weird about it, and again, not like in a bad way or anything, but like, it's so unusual because, a new flavor or whatever, it's a zero sugar version, whatever. This is something else. This is them doing something different, and I don't know what to make of it, and I don't think I'm going to be alone in that. And I do think that just in terms of a drink by itself, it has kind of a nice vibe. Again, it feels almost more like a flavored water instead of a Gatorade. But again, it's definitely a Gatorade. Honestly, it makes me kind of, I would like to see like Gatorade or some other company, do like a run of like flavored waters, that are more subtle, less sugar and stuff like that. I think that could be really nice. And maybe that's what they're aiming for with this, but obviously still way too much sugar, way too much sodium and shit. But I do recommend this one. Give it a shot. If you see it, if it looks interesting to you, pick it up. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, cover themselves a truly Midnight Thunder-tastic rest of your life, because Midnight Thunder is the best flavor of Gatorade ever. Final 2 things. Number 1, it's also be a great name for a porn star. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have a favorite flavor of Gatorade? Also, what do you think about my idea of Midnight Thunder as a porn star name? I mean, I think that could work. I'm just saying. But no, like I said, let's get Gatorade. That's what we're talking about. What's your favorite flavor of Gatorade? Like I said, mine's Midnight Thunder. Porn Star Association aside, I personally feel like as a society of people, we're leaving that one on the table by not having a porn star out there who goes by Midnight Thunder. Just saying. But anyway, bye.